Hi, my name is Matt Brown, and this is my Module 1 introduction video. Oops, sorry about that. So about me, I teach middle school science and math in Sharon Springs, Kansas. I just finished my 8th year teaching this year. Throughout this time, I've also taught junior high social studies, ELA, robotics, and coding. We're a very small school, about only 200 kids, K through 12-ish. And so we have a lot of teacher turnover, a lot of retirements, and so I've had to wear a lot of hats and teach a variety of subjects. Outside of teaching, I also am the head junior high football and track coach. I've been doing both of those for about 8 years as well, too. I'm originally from St. Francis, Kansas, where I graduated high school, and then I went on to Fort Hays, where I got my bachelor's degree in elementary education, believe it or not. But then I ended up getting my junior high endorsement because I found out that's the actual age that I enjoy teaching. I completed my first graduate degree in instructional technology in the spring of 20 from Fort Hays State, which was funny because it was right when the pandemic, I was taking my last class when schools got shut down. So everybody kind of turned to me in the school. So I was able to use my degree pretty quickly, just due to the fact that we had to go virtual so quickly. And so currently I am working on my second master's degree. So yes, Fort Hays State has taken much of my adult income, but what kind of drove me to that was I took a educational leadership class during my time with my first master's, and it really stuck out to me. It made me want to thrive and kind of push myself to become, to take the next step. But in the personal aspect of my life, I'm married. My wife and I have a 6-year-old boy, and we have a daughter on the way, which she's actually due at any time. It could be today, it could be a week, 2 weeks. So we're just kind of living day to day by the seat of our pants. So it's kind of a crazy time right now. And then with classes starting, it's exciting, but it's pretty chaotic. Right now, kind of my focus, summer activities with my 6-year-old boy, baseball, soccer, bike riding, all boy stuff. He's 100% boy. He likes to do boy stuff, so that's kind of what we do over the summer. When we can't exactly travel right now, but we do like to go places. Particularly, we love the mountains. Sharon Springs, Kansas, if you don't know where that's at. It's clear in northwest Kansas. If you know where Goodland's at, right by the Colorado border, we are just 30 miles south of Goodland, about 10 to 12-ish miles from the Colorado border. So when we can, we go to Colorado. We love Colorado Springs, and you can see my pictures. These are hikes, Pikes Peak. Something we really enjoy doing together. Outside of that, I've noticed the older I get, the more my hobbies change, and the fewer hobbies I actually have. But the one thing that seems to be consistent and all that is exercising. It's a huge aspect of my life. I've always felt like if I'm going to coach the kids to be physically fit, I probably need to model that as well. And so that's something that's been really important to me in my adult life. So a vision statement, from what I found through the readings, just a public declaration that schools or other educational organizations use to describe their high-level goals for the future and what they hope to achieve if they successfully fulfill the organizational purpose of the mission. So the vision helps people understand how you hope others will view you and describe some of your highest priorities. So then the mission statement is more of a specific plan of action of how you're going to achieve this vision. Okay, and they need to be academically focused, and that should include curriculum philosophy, again, overall goal of the school, and then characteristics of students that you intend to serve. And then the role of the importance of the mission and the vision. The statement of a school's vision and mission are important for keeping the school focused on its core purpose. And they also provide community a clear overview of the character and maybe the morals of the school. And they also show the values of the school. So together, they act as blueprints for an administrator to live up to these statements. And the vision statement is the goal, and the mission statement is how they're going to achieve that goal. So how are they made? They're made through soliciting, collaborating, presenting, and unveiling. So with soliciting, input from all staff members, school district stakeholders on the core values to be included in the vision statement, school vision statement, And then collaborating with the school leadership team, draft a school vision statement based on input gathered from all the different types of stakeholders. And the stakeholders include community, staff, all school staff, administrators, students. Those are all the stakeholders we have to keep in mind when we come up with these vision and mission statements. And then once we collaborate, we present the draft of a vision statement to all the staff in order to allow for revision and discussion. And then the unveiling, the school vision statement to all the stakeholders in order to ensure awareness of the intended direction of the school over the next 3 to 5 years. And then so what are some of the processes for developing actionable mission and vision attentive to values and priorities? Well, the first thing, data use. One of the main things I read over and over again on some of our reading was data use and needs assessment. So they're critical for success because vision statements that articulate an expectation of excellence from children, staff, parents are hard to actualize if the standards across the school are suboptimal. So like curriculum, learning environment, personnel, growth opportunities, and just finding areas for improvement. Distributing this information to all the stakeholders. We have just, I've been in Sharon Springs for about 8 years, but we've only done a few needs assessments. And I'll kind of go into that a little bit later about, what we're trying to find areas of weakness within our school that we need to improve on, because honestly, if you don't look for it, you never really notice it. So next thing, technology and digital citizenship. They can be used for sharing the information, collecting all the data, the vision, the mission statements, and the needs assessments. The values in the community, to solicit input from school stakeholders about community values. These shared values, hopes, dreams are the foundation upon which the school vision statement should be built. And then equity and diversity. All stakeholders' needs must be met across all demographics. This includes students, school staff, administration, and the community. Okay, characteristics of a well-written mission and vision statement. To kind of sum this down, they need to be academically focused. They need to be clearly expressed objectives, very clear and concise objectives, actively modeled and present in the classroom. But they also should contain details about the future state of the organization. Again, they have to be clear and concise so that everyone in these organizations can use the statement to help focus their work on achieving that vision. And so, but some problems with these mission vision statements, and we kind of have it at our school, and I've seen it throughout my career, as a vision or mission statement are only words unless they embody the actions of every stakeholder who belong to the learning community. So unless there is inherent buy-in throughout all aspects of the organization, such excellence will be fleeting. So it's crucial. Everybody has to see and understand their part in the statement, because if they don't, they're just words on a website, they're just words on a bulletin board or a wall. They don't mean anything. And then, so my thoughts on that, the misconceptions I stated just a second ago, I totally get that, because honestly, and this is kind of embarrassing for me, I had to look up on our school website what our mission statement was because I completely forgot. And then when I looked at our school website, we just switched over to a new company, and so it's a new updated website, and we don't have the mission statement on there. So I'm glad we did this assignment, because I was able to bring that to the attention of the administration. But again, if they're just words if there's no buy-in from all the stakeholders. So if, like, for example, if teachers do not see how they fit in that vision or that statement, then it's going to be ineffective. And if they're not implemented and modeled by these teachers and the administration, it will never be reached. Administrators have a crucial role, of modeling this. So that all stakeholders need to be able to comprehend and understand what their role in their statements. They all need to understand their purpose and how they fit in the vision. So our mission statement, after doing some searching, I finally found it. It is the mission of Wallace County School District 241 to instill the desire to become lifelong learners and to develop the skills to successfully compete in a global environment. I don't have a huge issue with our mission statement. I did talk to our superintendent about it, and it was developed over 20 years ago. So an update wouldn't be the worst idea. And just because of all the administration turnover we've had since I've been here, I think we've had 6 different administrators in the 8 years I've been here. The one we have now came out of retirement to fill in for a few more years, and he's wonderful. He's awesome. I wish we could have him for a little bit longer, but he wants to be a grandpa. But if I were to change it, he didn't really like the word global in it, and I don't necessarily mind global. It is kind of a vague term because, global, you're thinking huge, right? But after collaborating with all the stakeholders, I would like to shift the focus on the mission statement to consist of something along the lines of becoming competitive graduates for success in a global and interdependent setting. I feel like the word competitive is important. Just from my perspective, because I feel like just being adult, just having that competitive edge always keeps them hungry to continue to strive on and achieve the next thing. So competition's obviously I coach, so competition's an important thing to me. So the standard correlation, how I found the standard kind of correlated to this assignment, what I learned, and just being able to collaborate with all the stakeholders and to put together an overall vision and mission statement for the direction of the school district is crucial component to building leadership, because that's where it starts. That's where the success of a school starts, has to be at the top, and then kind of begins to work its way down to educators. And then, so how was this assignment relevant to learning? This assignment was relevant to my current learning because as a building administrator, it is their responsibility to steer the school and all the stakeholders in the direction of the vision and the mission statement, and to make sure they see how they fit in there and what their role in that statement is. And it's not just as simple as putting words together and just post on a bulletin board and website and hope people get inspired by it and follow it. It's about getting all the stakeholders involved and collaborating together to draft an overall goal for your district, to see these goals and statements be implemented by all stakeholders, and to see those be reached. And then I kind of now understand what it looks like to put a mission and vision statement together. I feel like just putting words together would be, honestly, it wouldn't be too bad. Like 10, 15 minutes of research, you can put together a pretty wordy and pretty mission vision statement. But it's not as simple as that. It's absolutely crucial that all stakeholders become involved in these statements in order for your school to meet these goals that you have set. Okay. I look forward to taking this class with all of you. We will be talking to you soon.